This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Barakatah, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstones. Salutations to the sincere Akiam, pushing this truth with no due diligence and sincerity. Man, I was informed of a situation, well, a situation with a brother whereby, wherever he's at in the States, the powers that be are pretty much trying to convince his daughter, his young 3-year-old daughter, free, basically between the ages of 3, somewhere to maximum 8, and early stages of her life, that she's a male. Like, these demons are trying to basically convince this brother's daughter, yeah, his young daughter, man, his child, that she's a man and that she was born male, man. Absolute fucking wickedness, man. And this is one of the many reasons why we need to get out of this place, man. Yahweh Shemihawashah real soon. Because this place, man, will wear you out, man. Can you imagine that, bro? Like, and I heard the brother's pain in his voice when he explained the situation. These devils are out here trying to convince the the man's daughter, that she should have been born a son, that she should have been born a male with testes. And even though, like there's demons on the child, because at the end of the day, they're gonna push that as mental health issues. That's Esau's terminology whenever he's describing demons and people, so he can essentially profit off the medicine and the pills and all the rest of that he's gonna prescribe. But they're basically pushing this child down the way of transitioning into a man before she's even old enough, even by biblical law, to use her sexual organs. Can you imagine that? Like, she's literally not old enough to use her sexual organs, but they're trying to get this brother to prescribe to the thought that he needs to be there to support his daughter with therapy sessions to switch over. Fucking wickedness, man. And this is why, one of the many reasons why Esau Edom is going to be fucking destroyed, man. Because you see, in the book of Jude, for example, it speaks about uh, Sodom and Gomorrah, man, the ancient cities. It's also in 2 Peter's, but in Jude, verse 7, it reads, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, the 5 cities, man, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, being some of the early predicators of that rainbow philosophy, yeah, are set forth as an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire, meaning that those places were lit up, man, by the chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, yeah, totally disintegrated, burnt to smithereens for the wickedness that they were doing, as an example. So anyone that should then come after and think to do such wickedness will look upon that, yeah, and fear and think carefully before they make a decision like that, man, to carry forth their society in such a way. Sodom and Gomorrah was wiped, was wiped into the ground, man, was literally burnt to smithereens by the angels. So that ultimately speaking, man, it would be a symbol of what happens when you practice filthy, lewd, and wicked acts. But off the back of that, what's happened instead? Every Edomite society, really every society that's come up, man, whether that be, ancient Egypt, whether that be um, the Hamitic nations, excuse me, whether that be the kingdoms of Grecia, Rome, etc., they all practice an element of alphabetism, let's call it that, within their societies, man, which shows you that these are godless people, man. These people do not follow the laws, or even regard the laws of Yahweh and ways of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. And that's why we can never, ever, ever make any covenant with the heathen. Here it is in 2023. People are still trying to talk about how the heathen can be saved, and like how New Israel is going to incorporate everyone, and like it's not just about the Israelites and blah blah blah. Everyone's got an opinion. Everybody put hell on Jake, but wants to be part of the blessings that Jake are going to receive. Figure that one out. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless, man. They're literally, man, preying on Jake. The social services are pressuring this brother, trying to force him to attend therapy sessions because they deem his daughter, that's not even old enough to use her organs yet, is able to deduce that she wasn't born the correct gender, man. Look at the madness that goes on in this society, and that's just promoted as this normal. Look at the madness that these devils are predicating, and you want to tell me that this is the devil on the earth, the devil's not ruling the earth? Pursuant to Job 9:24, when the scripture says that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. Clear-cut examples. Clear-cut examples you can see, Star. Like, this place is fucked, man. There's no continuing city here. Do what you gotta do to get by, get your daily bread, but fuck this society, man. Listen, this place is totally out of whack, man. This whole society is gone. Even as I walk down this road, all sorts of demons, man, popping out the woodworks, man. Everywhere you go, like, wickedness reigns supreme. You see, the curses when they said that we would bear children and another nation, another people would rule over them and take them away from us, man. It wasn't a light thing when that was written, man. You gotta understand that ultimately, yeah, here we have no continuing city, man. We have no rest from our labors. We have, like, all we do is catch persecution and hell in this society, man. But the Lord Yahweh Shemi Hawashai is gonna liberate us and give us a kingdom where we ain't gotta go through this shit no more, man. Where our children are not gonna wake up one day and suddenly decide that they want to change genders, man. Where men are gonna be men, man. Israelite men are going to be endowed with power, man. We're going to be godlike. And we're not going to have to fucking answer to Esau, Edom, and its wickedness. That shit upset me when I heard that, man. Can you imagine your child turning around and telling you some shit like that? Can you imagine the hell that brother's going through, man? Man, fucking Satan, man. But this is the society we live in, under this fucking devil, man. And that's why ultimately, man, there's death to these Edomites, because they prey on everything. Nothing is safe, man. They're like the grave itself. Literally, they will consume everything, man, if they had the capability to. And that's why the Lord urgently needs to put a stop to these devils. Yeah, that's why the Lord urgently needs to put a stop to these devils, and put a stop to them. You better believe He will, in a dramatic fashion. Abad Babal, Abad Adawam, Abad the 2/3 of our people that love this society. And man, may the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Rakakadash bring a speedy riddance upon Esau, Edom, and the wicked, man. Man, praying on the children, man, consistently. You know how many children go missing in Croydon, South London? Just yesterday, a 15-year-old girl was stabbed on the bus, man, by some gremlins. You know who's ultimately the predicator of that kind of behavior? Who enforces it? Esau, Edom, man. Through all of the wickedness that he allows, man. Man, may the Lord bring a speedy riddance to this devil, man. Nothing is safe. The children ain't safe. Nothing is safe, man. Nothing is sacred in the realm of this devil. May the Lord bring a speedy riddance to him and his kind. Shalom, Yashala. We're nearly out of here, Lord willing, real soon, man. May the year of our Lord come, hey, Lord willing, Yahweh Shemi Hawashai Ratazar, not the end of this year, man, Lord willing, the next, man. But ASAP, Lord willing. Shalom, Akyam, Yahweh Shemi Hawashai Barakatam, Shalom.